my Cancer friends. Welcome to my channel, Rebel Moon Tarot. Welcome back if you've been here before. This is your reading for the energies of the first 2 weeks of October. So if you were born between June 21st and July 22nd, your sun is in the sign of Cancer. This is also for moon and rising signs that are in, or any other really important placement in your card that you're seeking clarity on. If it's in Cancer, there's a message here for you, perhaps. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. I'll get one more, please. Okay. My Cancer friends, you've been doing a lot. You've been doing a lot. You have been maybe burning the candle at both ends. You have been, but in a good way. Or at least it started off in an energy of a good way. I feel like there has been, in the recent past, some reason to celebrate. And so you have been celebrating. You've maybe been celebrating a tad too much, perhaps, or maybe neglecting some things that are important and you know, it's time maybe now to move away from, maybe it's time now to start handling some of the responsibilities. So I feel like it's all been very, very wonderful and good and abundant in your world. And you have been very generous and kind in your abundance, but it's time now to worry about you and to take care of you. It's not a bad thing to be generous, but and Cancer, I know you care deeply and are very sensitive to the needs of people you you love, but it's really time right now to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Okay, it's time to make sure that your abundance is taking care of your needs. It's time to maybe stop being the it's not your job or responsibility to make sure that everyone else's needs are met. It's time for you to recognize your own needs and meet your own needs. And that is both physically, tangibly, with actual things that you need in life to be successful or to be healthy. But also emotional needs. Your emotional needs are valid and worthy. And if there's not, you know, it's no one else's responsibility to take care of the inner you. It's your responsibility. Okay, just like everyone else that you are celebrating with, that you are perhaps really, it could be anything. Maybe you are housing people that could house themselves, feeding people that could feed themselves. Maybe you're doing the work for someone who should be doing the work for themselves. Maybe you're loaning money to everybody and not receiving it back. Now's the time that the gravy train ends and you make sure to take care of yourself. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be selfish and that there's not responsibilities you may have if you have children or pets or, you know, responsibilities that are actual responsibilities that are yours. This is about, the Death card is about really putting an end to all of this, taking care of everybody else. All right. It's time for rest. You've been burning the candle at both ends. I think you've been overwhelmed trying to be the fairy godmother or fairy godfather for everyone. And the first 2 weeks of October, the energy is really telling you that it's time to reflect, sit back and reflect on your output versus what you're receiving back. Okay. And acknowledge and value your own worth. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Take care of you. Take care of your loved ones. Absolutely. Look at that. Yeah. Every time you see 11:11 on a clock or anywhere, I want you to remember this message, okay? Yeah. Do you not feel worthy of the abundance? Is that what it is? Okay. Okay. Yeah. The underlying energy is the Eight of Swords. I feel like for some of you, you're feeling trapped. You feel like you were in a situation where you were overgiving, oversharing, maybe people-pleasing, and now you feel trapped behind those swords, behind those things that you once did. I feel like you gave and gave and gave of yourself, and now you're tired. You're overwhelmed, and you feel like if you don't continue to do these things, that you won't be valued or respected, or that people will leave you, or whatever the case may be. This message is coming through for you with the 4-4, and 4-4 is an angel number. Look it up. Oh, we've got 4-4-4. You have blessings coming your way. This is absolute. Look, this. I think this belongs here. You need to rest. You need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself and your loved ones only. Yeah, everyone else's emotional stability is not your responsibility, okay? This has been kind of how you have portrayed yourself as the healer, the mother, the father, the one who takes care of their friends and their loved ones. You have been the nurturer, and now you feel like overwhelmed, burnt out, maybe, because it's not reciprocated. And oftentimes it's not reciprocated, not because people don't want to, they don't know how to, because you've always risen to the challenge, and you've always been the one to make everything okay, to fix the problem, to pay the bills, to do whatever it is. But now is the time for you to really treat people how to treat you, by valuing yourself and recognizing that no is a complete sentence, to stop doing things when what you really want to do is say no. Yeah, to put an end to that energy. And it's coming for you in October. And it's releasing you from this pressure or this self-imposed prison that you've got yourself in. And the energy recognizes that the spirit in which you began this over-giving, over-celebration, responsibility taking of everyone else's stuff. It was all good intentions. It came from the heart. It came from your desire as a Cancer to really take care of others and show people that they are loved and valued. But what you forgot to do is love and value yourself first. That analogy of you've got to put your mask on first in the plane so that you can help everyone else. And I think you're getting depleted. You're feeling trapped by your responsibilities, and it's okay now to rest, rejuvenate, rejoice, and not feel responsible for taking on the emotional difficulties of others. All right. My Cancer friends, let us get a Sacred Medicine Oracle card for you. Or two, whatever comes through. I don't only pull one or two cards. I don't have a set amount in my readings. What I do is whatever messages come through for Spirit come through, and that however many cards it takes to do that. And yeah. Can I get a message, please, for my Cancer friends for the first 2 weeks of October? All right. We can't possibly do all that. I am going to do these ones because they came up face up. Oh, no. We've got 4. That's okay. Oh, this makes so much sense to me. We have number 37, Kin family. Number 52, Cedar extraction. Number 30, Medicine Wheel with Cycle. And 7 Generations, Legacy. All right. Let's see. I tried to straighten them. It doesn't work. I just want you to be able to see the illustrations on the card, because they're beautiful. Let's start with Kin and family, number 37. Before you came here, you were connected to other star beings who resonate and vibrate at a similar level. They were your soul family, and you chose to separate when you came to Earth so that you could learn what you needed to know. It's now time for reconnection, and you feel a surge in your heart and a remembering in your bones to call these beings into your life so you may be in a close relationship together. This soul family is close, and you are ready to be surrounded by those who feel like home. Trust that the new connections you are making are lifelong ties. Your closest kin have arrived. Invite a deeper sense of love, commitment, and soul remembering into your life. It is time for more meaningful connections, beauty, and community to touch you. Perhaps you've outgrown certain relationships or experienced friendships falling away. This card confirms that all is well. What you have experienced has been necessary for your soul to grow and learn. And your healing affirmation, my Cancer friends, is I welcome deep kin connection into my life with open arms. I am ready to engage in soul family love. Let's get your message for Cedar and extraction. When we light cedar, it sparks and crackles, and this sound is said to call on our spirit helpers. Cedar is an integral part of many of our ceremonies, helping to protect and ground us. We place this medicine in our moccasins so that we walk in a good way. You have been exposed to vibrations that are not for your highest good, and this medicine comes to clear you of heavy and dense energies. There's nothing to fear, for this is a process we all must move through at different times in our lives. Cedar is used in our sweat lodge and fasting ceremonies to create boundaries and safeguarding, and it appears here for you to provide the same. Waves of spiritual protection weave through your physical and energy bodies as lower vibrations are extracted and warded off. Allow yourself to release them fully and feel the purifying and secure medicine that cedar brings. The healing affirmation with this card is, I trust cedar as my plant ally, allowing it to clear me from what is no longer serving me. We have number 30 with the medicine wheel and cycle. The medicine wheel teaches that every season we move through is of equal and great importance. Some seasons seem to last longer than others, and some seasons can tend to be more difficult than the rest. Right now, you are being asked to tend to the cycle you are moving through, even if it feels tedious or that it is taking longer than it should. Seasons can mean the literal time of year or refer to a time in your life more broadly. Which season are you moving through? Eagle in the east with spring, expanding, soaring, planting ideas, visioning, and dreaming. Deer in the south for summer, a time of nurture, feeding your dreams, taking action, and nourishing your creations. Buffalo in the west for autumn, brings death and letting go, making room for what no longer serves, so that which is meant for us will show up in abundance. Or bear in the north, winter, welcomes stillness, hibernation, rest, and integration. Whichever season the medicine wheel doesn't recommend leaping out of your current space too quickly at this time, for there is a great wisdom for you to gather here. The best practice is to sink in, allow and listen to the call of your inner season. All will be revealed soon enough, for the medicine wheel always turns again. And your healing affirmation is, I move through this season with ease and acceptance. I trust that I am exactly where I need to be. And finally, last but not least, the 7 generations legacy. Every thought, kind word, and intentional action has an impact 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. You are to be commended for your dedication to creating a healed way. Spirit witnesses you walking gently upon this earth, respecting your kin and all of creation. This card is calling you to be a good ancestor, inviting you to reflect on the legacy you are leaving behind. What values are you currently aligned with, and where can you refine them even more to walk a path of integrity? If you have descendants, infuse them with love, truth, honesty, respect, humility, bravery, and wisdom. These are the 7 grandfather teachings, and we do our very best to build a sacred relationship with them. If you don't have direct descendants, see that walking in this way will still lead you in the path of a good ancestor for your care for the plants, the animals, the trees, the water, and the rocks have a great impact. With every step, your actions create ripples. Your loving presence mattered. In your healing affirmation, I attend to the values I wish to walk into this world so that the past heals and a beautiful and sacred future is planted. I feel as though I forgot to read the medicine wheel. Yes. The medicine wheel affirmation, perhaps I missed it, so that this is the one that stays true in your mind, stays fresh in your mind, rather. Healing affirmation. I move through this season with ease and acceptance. I trust that I am exactly where I need to be. And that's a beautiful message to hear, because often we wonder, am I where I'm meant to be? let's get a message from the Angel Guide Oracle. I don't know if it showed up on camera, but a card peeked out and I was curious and I looked and the answer was yes. And it was right after I asked the question, am I where I'm supposed to be? The answer is yes. You are where you're supposed to be. Learning experience, take charge and action, and joy and contentment. I'm feeling drawn. I think the joy and contentment is self-explanatory. I'm drawn only to read the learning experience and take charge and action. Let's see. You have dedicated a lot of your time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world and have had many experiences recently that have been great teachers. Even though not everything has been easy or perfect, there has been a positive in you in that you have come to understand yourself, your gifts, and your abilities better than ever. You are deeply connected to who you are, what you stand for, and what's important to you in life. When this card appears for you, angels are acknowledging the challenges and obstacles that you have surmounted recently. Although it may have been a difficult time for you, your faith and inner strength have increased. Know that the cloud has a silver lining, and you will soon have moved beyond the feeling of being stuck or unsupported. You're moving away from that feeling there. Take charge and action. Don't be afraid to take charge or be strong at this time. Sometimes we have to take control in order to be respected or honored. If you feel that your current situation is moving in a direction that isn't serving you, your joy, or your purpose, the message of this card is to put your foot down now. You don't have to be aggressive, but you do need clarity now, and unless you step in, it won't unfold. So set a good example. Respect yourself. Lead rather than be led. If you're wondering whether to make the next move in a particular situation, this card encourages you to do so. Often angels find it difficult to support us fully unless we make the first move, so meet them halfway now by showing your commitment to moving forward. Showing your commitment to yourself. All right, my Cancer friends, we've come to the end of the reading, and this is where I read you a message from the angel number cards. When you see this angel number anywhere in the wild, you are being asked to remember the message on the card as well as the message in this reading today. And you may see these numbers anywhere. Receipts, clocks, addresses, telephone numbers. 555, change. You're going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. Change. The gut feeling. Follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you must also bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite you in your ass. 3 is a crowd. And 1010. It's up to you. It's time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy, as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. So my Cancer friends, this has been your reading for the first 2 weeks of October. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated with you in some way and you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. You can hit subscribe to my channel. I will have the energies for the last 2 weeks of October coming up shortly. I also do weekly pick-a-card readings. So until next time, bye-bye.